Chris Prescott consistently delivers excellent designs, and Molehill Meadows is no exception. His previous game, Zuli, is another favorite of mine, as some of you may already know. Hey everyone, this is Attackers and welcome to my review of Molehill Meadows, the new game by Chris Prescott, who has already released Zuli, a game I also very much enjoy. And little spoiler, this is a very, very cool flip and write. We are playing Mika, a little mole that is like worming his way to victory, so like digging a tunnel through a garden. And we are trying to gain as many points as possible. So let's just take a look at the game. I will not do a montage today for the setup because the setup is really simple. Oops, that is that is one of my other games that I played. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have the sheet of paper, and then we also have cards because, well, it is a roll and write after all. So yeah, this is also an eco-friendly game, which is always something that I enjoy. And then we have like all these different objectives. I will get to those in just a moment. And then we also have these shape cards, these polyomino shapes here, that we will need in just a moment. And the cool thing is, and you see it like at the back, these are the same cards. There are more cards, so you can actually you can actually draw shapes on them yourselves. That is really cool. A very, very cool idea. So, but we will not do that today. All right. So what we do to set up the game is that we shuffle these tunnel cards here. Let me just give them like a rough shuffle here. That is fine, like this, like that. And then we take 18 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 2 will be left over. And these 2 will be removed from the game. And the others we will actually use for our game. Like this. What we also do is we have these bonus objective cards. Usually in a multiplayer game you would just shuffle them up and then draw 2 cards at random. In a solo game it is a little bit different. Let me just show you. We have like this cool graph here in the bottom, and that tells you like all the different combinations you have, like objective 1 and 2, objective 1 and 3, 1 and 4, and so on, to have like these different combinations of objectives, right? So let's just start with the very first one, which is objective 1 and objective 2. And all the others will then be removed from the game as well, because we don't need those. And then, of course, what we also need is a pen. And that would already be the setup. Now let me come a little bit closer here so you can see everything a little bit better. All right, and here we go. That is the setup of the game. Now let me explain like roughly how this works, and then we will just start playing. Mainly, we will draw these these polyomino shapes, and we will draw them like onto our garden. How I will show you a little bit later. We are trying to get points by several things. First of all, we can gain treasure. These are these coins over here that you can see, and then we just cross off all the treasure that we have, and we get like as many points as the highest number indicates. Then we also get points for these 2 objective cards, for these bonus cards, right? We have like 2 victory points for each of these pink flowers. We have 4 of them down here. And if we have all of them, we get 5 victory points extra. So the maximum we can get for this one here is 13 points. Then we get 1 victory point for each purple flower. We have like these 8 up here. And if we have like all of them, then we get 6 points. So that's another 14 points that we can get up there. Then we also get points for connections. So you see, we have like these daisies here. Then we have these ants and also these rivers here. If we connect this river and that river with our tunnel, then we gain 8 points. If we connect the 2 daisies with the tunnel, we get 6 points, and the ants, we receive 5 points. Then we also get points deducted if we actually dig into any molehills. You see like these little brown spots here? These are molehills. We don't want to dig into them. And the molehills, you see, they are tracked down here, right? For the first one, we receive 0 points. That's fine. But then we receive like 1, 1, 2, or even 5 negative points. And one of the last things you need to know is the worms. We can also like dig through these worms. That's very good because Mika, the titular mole, likes these worms quite a bit. And then we can like, for each worm that we collect here, that we dig through, we can like cross off one of these boxes here. And when we have like all boxes full in one line, we can use that special worm power. I will not go through all of these worm powers, but I will, like, whenever I'm interested in a worm power and I want to spend it, then I will explain that specific one to you. And the last thing you need to know is these rocks. I'm not able to dig through these rocks, but I will talk about placement rules in just a bit anyway. That's already it. Very, very simple, but quite effective. Before we get started, there's one last step to set up, and that is we have to turn over one card. Now we have the stick here. It's called stick. It's like these three of those, and we need to, like, color them in anywhere, and these also count as rocks, just like these, right? So we want to put them like someplace where they don't really, they are not really like too annoying for us, right? So let me put maybe these sticks right here. And what we do is, to denote that these are also rocks, you just fill them out completely, right? So let me just quickly do that. I think like that we are fine. And we do that 2 more times. In a multiplayer game, every player would do that, right? A really big stick. Oh, that's what I would have loved to actually put someplace. Where can we put them? I mean, we will not be able to connect everything anyway. We want to go for purple flowers, and we want to go for these daisies, right? For the pink flowers. That means we will tunnel like down here and up there anyway. That means these rivers we could maybe connect, maybe even these ants. But I think like the daisies are very far off, right? So I will actually take this really big stick and put it right here in the corner. That means now I'm not able to connect the daisies anymore, but we're not able to connect everything anyway, right? So that is fine. So let me do that. This is like some really big and really good shape to have. So that is unfortunate that we lose that one. And then we have one more. Befuddled. Befuddled because it's a question mark. Where can we put this one? Is there any place we can put that without it? Well, actually, we can rotate it. So I could put it here, right in the corner as well. So it would be like this. And then 3, 1, like this, right? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And then also color all of that in. Alright, so you don't have to do it like this. You can also put them right here in the middle. You just have to like dig around them. But I always find that quite tough. But that's also possible. I played one game against the designer Chris at Spiel last year. I did win the game, but he was actually like putting like stuff right here in the middle, and that worked out very well for him. But I mean, he knows how to play the game well, right? I mean, he designed it. Alright, and with that we can get started. We go through the entire deck of cards, and the game is over when we're through the entire deck of cards. That is pretty much it. Very simple. So what we do is we turn over one card, and that is not the shape we have to work with. We can mirror the shape, we can also rotate it anywhere we want to, but we have to place it. There are a few important placement rules. First of all, we are not able to place anything like outside of the garden, right? Secondly, we cannot build over rocks. Thirdly, we cannot build over other parts of the tunnel. And also, we need to connect it to another tunnel we have placed. We don't have any tunnels yet. That's why we have to connect it like to our hole here in the middle, right? That also counts as part of the tunnel. That is important like for being like connecting stuff. And the last thing we need to know is we can only connect one side, like one square, to a part of the tunnel. So I'm not able to like put the entire shape here around the hole like this, right? Like a hook, because then like 3 of these squares would touch a part of my tunnel, right? I can only like have like one end touch that. So what I will do here is I have several options here, but I think a good one would be to put that here, like to rotate it like this, that it goes like this. Then we go down and like this, I think. I think that's a good idea. And you see, with that, like the corners don't matter, but like only one square of that shape is touching part of my tunnel. So that is fine. And we denote that by just doing lines like this, that this is our tunnel. And that is how the game is played. Very simple, but very puzzly as well. Alright, so with that we can stretch quite far. I think I like that. I like that quite a bit actually. So let me so I could not put it here like this, right? To have like the shape here and then go up here, because then 2 squares will touch that, right? I can only like have one end touch that. But I have an idea, and also would like to get the worm. So I'm gonna flip it like this. That means I'm gonna have it like that, like this, and then I go down here one like that. Yeah, I just flipped it, right? That's fine. So now you see we actually got a worm. And with the worms, we can do different things. We have different powers that we can like trigger at some point, but we can also put a worm in here and immediately convert that into one treasure. And I think that's what I will do. Oh, one thing I actually forgot to tell you is that we need to gain at least 40 points in order to win. So let me just put that here of 40, right? So we don't forget. All right, so that was Cloud. Next shape is Dab. That is a shape that also could fit quite well. Let me see if I can make it fit. I could turn it over like this. Okay. Yeah, let me rotate it and also mirror it. So it will be like this, right? Just mirror it. So, I will have 2 here, then I will go up one, go outward like this, like that. I think that works quite well. That means I already have like 2 of these flowers. I will circle them, so I know later on how to count them, like this. I think that's okay. It's not perfect, but I think that is okay. Pew pew with the water gun there. That was just like 3 squares. Yeah. Let me put this one down here because I need to extend in both directions. These flowers here don't do anything because flowers are always only for these objectives, right? So we have 1 worm. That is good. Let me put one here. Because if I have all of these, once I can use that, and then the next tunnel can touch more than 1 face, right? So I can actually like wrap them around stuff without just only one square touching those. Because you see here, I made a little mistake right here. To get all of them, I need to somehow wrap around here. So I hope I can do it with that. Okay, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it. Retro. Oh, that one would fit so well in here. But unfortunately I cannot use it like that. So you know what? I will just put it right here like this. Because this way I go more to like to these here, right? And also I get 1 coin, 1 treasure, which is good. So another treasure here for Mika. Wonderful. Okay. Let's continue. Rock on. Rock on is here. It doesn't really do a whole lot, to be honest. I could put it up here. Yeah, this one is fine. Oh, look at this. And it would only touch 1. Yeah, that's fine. I can do it like this. Check that out. 3 more flowers here. That is good. And also 1 worm, which I will put in here again. I will do the treasure things later on. Okay. Step up. Step up. This isn't really perfect for here either. Yeah, but I also want to connect to the river here at some point, but I also can't get there. Can I get any? Yeah, that's what I could do. I could actually put that maybe here. I could go here to like kind of try to connect these 2 ants, right? I could also like get like 3 worms here. You know what? Let me do that. I don't know if it's clever, but let me get these 3 worms here. Because that is quite a lot of worms. So now I have this power unlocked. And I can like dig an additional tunnel made of 4 squares. So I can just like dig any tunnel of 4 squares. Like in any shape I want to. I think that's quite good to have as well. First 8. Okay. That one doesn't really... Oh, I can't really put that anywhere well. But I do want to maybe connect like these 2 ants together. If I... if I can still do that. So let me just put that here on top, like this. Yeah, like this. The flower doesn't do anything, but like that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's see, well fed. That would now fit really well in here. Yeah, I will use that power. The next time I can touch more than one face, I will use that. So now I can't use this power here anymore. And I will then rotate, like mirror it once and put it right in here like this. So we get one treasure up there. And also we have 2 more flowers. And now we have all the flowers we need to get these 6 extra points. That is great. Wonderful. Nice. But I'm getting low on cards. Snake. Okay. With snake, I can almost connect to the ants, but not quite, unfortunately. Can I go up here? 1. Yeah, I think that would work. Yeah, that would work. So let me put that right here. So I have connected the river at least. That is not too bad. Because the river would give us 8 points if we connected that. That's not too bad. I'm getting low on cards. High dive. High dive I can put up here to get to the ants. Let me do that. Oh no, I can't put it here. Oh no. Because I couldn't put it in, couldn't start here, right? Because then I would touch 2 faces. That is not good. I also need more worms. That is quite important, actually. Right? So how could I do that? How can I get more worms? That is tough, actually. I think I kind of messed up here because I can't place like the shape anywhere. I can only place it here. Yeah, I could only place it here. That would actually work. It would not be perfect, but it would be okay. Yeah. Let me put that here like this. Like that. That's also another worm. That's good. I need 1 more worm for that extra power. Because then I could do a few good things. But I'm almost done here already. Little snooze. Let me see. Here I can... You know what? I will just build down and just hope that I can somehow... You know what? Let me build it up here. Like this. Then I get another worm, which is good because then I have that worm power done here. Now I can dig an additional tunnel made up of 4 squares. Anyhow. And also I'm very close to maybe getting these 2. But oh, I almost have no cards left anymore. Holy moly. I will put that definitely down here. Like this. It does work. There we go. I'm only touching 1 face here, right? So that's fine. And also I get another worm. I don't really need any powers anymore, I think. So I will just convert the worm into treasure. Okay. Big stick. We have another big stick. That is good. Let me put that big stick right here. Right in here. So we have almost connected the 2 ants. We just need to go down here, which I should be able to do. Boomerang. Yes! That one fits actually quite well. I can just do it like this. Then we have also the ants connected to each other. That is very nice. Like this. And then I will also use my tower here with an additional tunnel made up of 4 squares. And I will just put it right here. Right? Like this. So I have like all of these 4 flowers. And that's it. That's the end of the game. That is already it. And now we just count up our points. Treasure, I have 4, so that's 4 points. Then bonus 1, I get 2 points for each flower and 5 if I have like all of them. I do have all of them, right? That's 8 plus 5, that's 13. Remember, we need to get to 40, right? Bonus 2 is 1 victory point for each of the purple flowers and 6 if I have all of them. I do have all of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 6, that's 14 points. Then connections, we do have the ants and we have the river. That is another 13 points. Molehills, we don't have any, so that is minus 0 points. And then that means we have 7, 14, 40, 44 points. We actually made it. We actually won the game, which is really cool. It's not too easy because I think I did a pretty decent job here, right? And still, it's like very, very close, right? And I like that. I like that quite a bit. And there's a few more things here. So, like in a multiplayer game, you would just not like off 40, but you would just play the game. You would turn over a card. Everybody would like draw into their own sheet, and then at the end you would see like who has the most points, right? There's so many things that you can still do, right? You can still get like these treasures here, and you have like different flowers. It always like kind of depends on the objectives you have here, right? And also in a solo mode, first of all, you have like the combinations for all the objectives, which is quite a lot, right? There are like a lot of combinations. Also, you have like achievements here, right? You have like collect all worms in the meadow while scoring 35 plus points. There's still a lot of worms left, right? To get all of those in one game, wow, that's pretty tough. And also you have like score 50, 60 or 70 points, right? So you can like also get these achievements, which I haven't gotten yet. Like complete all 3 connections. Yeah, kind of, right? I just would have had to go up here a little bit more, but it's tough. It's a tough one for sure. Yeah. Well, and that concludes my showcase of Molehill Meadows. Now let's dive into my review of the game. The theme is fantastic, and Mika is undeniably adorable. I also appreciate the clever titles and puns on the tunnel cards. So Holy Moly, for example. That's a nice one. What else do we have? Like high dive. I guess I don't know if it's just meant for high dive or also high five. I'm not quite sure. Like first aid because it's like a cross and stuff like. So there are like quite a few interesting things here. Retro, I guess that's like that means like Tetris, right? It's like a Tetris because that's like one of the Tetris shapes. Not quite sure. Also dab is quite funny because that's kind of the shape you do with your arms. So I really like the all the puns and the ideas here. And the art style is equally impressive, contributing to the overall charm of the game. Despite its simple rules, Molehill Meadows offers a surprisingly deep and strategic experience, which is a testament to its elegant design. It's a game that's easy to learn but offers plenty of room for strategic thinking. I like to note the inclusion of a plethora of cheats in the game. Take a look at that. Take a look at how many cheats there are, which is crazy. I really appreciate that. Also, thanks to the various combinations of objectives, the game's replayability is greatly enhanced. The only thing I would have liked is double-sided sheets, to be honest, right? That would have been amazing. Chris Prescott consistently delivers excellent designs, and Molehill Meadows is no exception. His previous game, Zuli, is another favorite of mine, as some of you may already know. All in all, Molehill Meadows is a well-crafted flip-and-write game with an adorable theme and charming art style. It's elegantly designed, with simple rules but substantial puzzle depth, and offering ample replayability with its diverse objective combinations. If you found today's showcase even remotely enjoyable, I highly recommend checking out the campaign. I'll include a link to the video description as usual. Well, that wraps up my review. I hope you found the video enjoyable. As always, I'm immensely grateful for your support, especially to my Patreon supporters, with a special acknowledgement to Thakano and Ryan Hall for their generous contributions at the highest tier. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoy my content, you can support me by watching, liking and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, joining my Patreon and engaging with me and my wonderful community on my Discord server. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the very next video or on my Discord server. Take care everyone, stay safe and cheers.